Hello, Ryan here with another episode of Try My Darling, and today we are going to be looking at an eShop game called Kamiko, and this is from the creator of the Faerun series on 3DS. He goes by the name of Skipmore, and it is published, like those games, by Circle Entertainment. So right now, this is just available on the Japanese eShop, but if you buy it there, thanks to the Switch's region freeness, you can actually play it in English. So it's pretty awesome. All right, so I'm just going to start a new game. Oh, I should mention, going into this game is 500 yen, so less than $5. Alright, so it is an action RPG, and you can start by selecting which warrior shrine maiden you want to play as. We got some very Magic Knight Rayearth-esque color schemes to these. I'm going to go with Hinomi. And I'm just going to go through the story pretty quickly here, but magical shrine maiden needs to fight some monsters and save the land. So a lot of your buttons are dash, because this is a really fast-paced action RPG, and you're kind of always comboing. But what you're, well, I'll show you. It's very original Legend of Zelda inspired. In each sort of world, or area, I guess, you're trying to activate these shrines, and let's see, I need to use this key for something. I don't think I'm ready for it yet. But I'll go activate this one here. And you have to use a certain amount of, whatever the currency you pick up from fighting enemies to activate each one, to open treasure chests and stuff. As you can see, the triangles are like your life, basically like a Zelda-esque heart system that you can upgrade. Some little bit of a block pushing puzzle there. So I need 2 of those orbs to progress through here. You can go to the shrines to save. And it's really nice if you do die. I mean, obviously save points are really easy to access. The world's not that big. And if you do die, you just restart at your last save with full health. So the game is definitely not as punishing as some of the games it's inspired by, which is nice. Okay, that's where I use that key, so I have to go back and get the... open that chest again. Yeah, you have a few different buttons mapped to dashing. I prefer using the R2 button on the Pro Controller. As you can kind of notice, the music is incredible, just like in the Faerun games, which, if you've never played the Faerun games on the 3DS, I highly recommend them. They're kind of like early Ys, I guess, slash like hide glide style, like dashing into enemies to defeat them, and they're super awesome, and they're super cheap too, like all of Circle's digital eShop games. So what I just got there was an extension to my I don't know what it is, whatever the currency is that you know, lets you unlock chests and activate shrines and stuff. So that's helpful, because you can store more of that miscellaneous currency. Here's the other orb I need. So gotta lug that over. Yeah, this is a little stressful here. Oh, because once you get hit by an enemy, you drop the thing you're carrying and have to go back, so... Fortunately, it's not too punishing, because it's not, like, super far away. But you can't dash when you're carrying stuff, so it's a little tricky. Two more shrines to go. Yeah, while we're talking about Circle Entertainment here, the other games I highly recommend of theirs on the 3DS eShop are the... geez, I'm blanking on the name. Mercenary Saga? They're tactical RPGs along the lines of like Tactics Ogre, Final Fantasy Tactics, and again, they're like $5 or $6, and they're really, really good. If you have a hankering for that sort of isometric Japanese strategy RPG, which doesn't get a lot of play these days. We're not really seeing new games in those series, so the Mercenary Saga games 2 and 3 definitely kind of scratch that itch. Gotta go back. that's kind of the first stage. The shrine collecting part of it is basically done here. So now I get some rewards, extension on my life bar, another extension to my miscellaneous currency, and then it's time for a boss battle. Which is, this is a pretty cool boss battle. There's some like bullet hell style mechanics and some classic. I'm trying to get him to land on this this button here. There we go. You want to try to get him to land on all of these. And then he's gonna drop all these little balls. One of them is his eyeball or life force or heart or something, and that's the one you wanna hit. It's very much like a Zelda-esque boss battle slash. Oh, yikes! Bummer. Ah, man. Alright, let's try this again. Yeah, again, game's definitely not super punishing, so it's pretty fair. When you die, you don't have to like repeat a ton of stuff. Or watch super long cutscenes over and over again before you refight the bosses. That is the worst in games. It's like you're getting doubly punished. Oof. Oh my goodness. Oh! Man, I was really close on that time. Alright, let's try this again. Come on. There we go. it's not so hard once you get your timing down. So yeah, that's first stage. Took about 11 minutes. I don't believe there are too many stages in the game. I read Chris Scullion's review over at Tired Old Hack, and he said you can actually finish the game in less than an hour, which is cool for an action RPG in a way, especially considering there's all these like 100+ hour games out right now. And but the kind of the replay comes from replaying the stages, using the different characters, and trying to get better times. I could see that becoming really addicting and challenging. But yeah, and again, this game is, it's, it takes less than an hour or about an hour to finish it the first time. But it is 500 yen. It's less than $5. So, I highly recommend you grab this. If you have, if you have a Japanese eShop account set up, it's, you already know what to do. If you don't, actually, again, over at Chris Scullion's site, Tired Old Hack, there are some, I guess, walkthroughs on how to set that up, but it's super easy. But if you're not interested in doing that, obviously this is in English. We don't necessarily have a release date for this game coming out on the North American eShop, but it probably won't be too long. If they already have an English version here, who knows? But definitely one way or another, if you have a Switch, you're interested in an action RPG, an old school like Zelda style hack and slash game with some pretty cool, unique twists and mechanics to it, highly recommend you grab this game. All right, well, thank you for tuning in, and if you want to find me on Twitter, I am at Brawn Dwarf, BrawnDwarf. And you can, as always, check out our website over at NintendoFunClubPodcast.com. All right, well, thanks again for tuning in, and I will catch you next time. Goodbye.